Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. One.
I get the one to beat niggas up, man. Yeah.
What's your rating?
I'm fit 7-0.
6-0? I mean, not. Got the mushroom.
Errol the Truth Spence Jr. makes it official and announces his upcoming fight with Mikey Garcia at the Dallas Cowboys AT&T Stadium. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, they did at the Fox studio, an official breakdown of the first half of 2019 and announced a lot of fights. I got a full video, check that on the channel, and it kind of goes in depth on the fights. But the one people seem to be talking about the most, Fox pay-per-view, Errol the Truth Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia, March 16, 2019, in Arlington, Texas, at the AT&T Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys play. Now, the Dallas Cowboys aren't doing pretty good, so they don't really need the stadium, but boxing needs the stadium. No, I'm just playing. Kind of. This is what Errol Spence had to say. I'm back March 16th at the AT&T Stadium on pay-per-view. You're not going to want to miss this performance. Hashtag man down. Hashtag strap season. Hashtag man down promotions. You know, I'm really excited for this fight. When they first were talking about it earlier this year, I was like, I didn't really see it because, you know, it just, when you first hear about it, it sounds like a shock because you think of Mikey Garcia, where he's fought, you know, and where he started and stuff like that. But the more I started to think, and, you know, the bigger this became, and actually after I went to Mikey Garcia, I covered as media Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr., I started to become sold on the fight a bit more for a few reasons. One, Errol Spence is having trouble getting top names. The only top name that we really heard who is sounding gung-ho is Terrence Crawford. However, we know the politics in boxing. So Crawford can be as gung-ho as he wants and want the fight. Errol Spence can want the fight. But is that what Bob Arum wants to do next? And even if they do want to try to make it, you know, is there going to be difficulty? How much does Terrence Crawford want to fight Errol Spence? How much does Errol Spence want to fight Terrence Crawford? What network? Is it going to be a joint? You know, it's just differences. Like, obviously, Bob Arum has a long-term contract with ESPN, so he's been feeding all his top-ranked fights to them, and that's not in the immediate plans of Showtime. Whether you guys like it or not, this is a reality, and there are people on the opposing sides of the street. So, far easier fight to make, and the people who are on the same side, easy fights to make, or what should be easy fights, you know, you haven't really seen the same willingness that Mikey or Terrence Crawford have showed to fight Errol Spence. So for that reason, and then Mikey Garcia is a real good fighter. We've seen guys challenge themselves, and I think this is a bit different than Amir Khan moving up to fight Canelo, because Amir Khan was coming off of a year-plus layoff and a suspect performance to Chris Algieri. Mikey Garcia just unified with Robert Easter, who also was on the Olympic team, as the same Olympic team as Errol Spence Jr. and their friends, you know, and he beat Errol, he beat Mikey Garcia, the way he beat Robert Easter, I was there, you know, I covered that fight. It was very convincing. There was no like doubt. I mean, even Robert Easter admits that he got beat. He was making jokes at the post-fight press conference saying, man, he got me looking like Martin versus Tommy Hearns on the TV show, you know, and also Adrian Broner at 140 lost. So it's not as much of a stretch as it sounds like on paper, or if people, I guess, try to size them up and look at the height difference and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm liking the fight. It's a big event, and I like where they're putting it and everything, because I don't think, even though Errol Spence is from Dallas, you already know that race plays a part in this fight game, you know, whether people want to ignore it or sweep it under the rug or whatnot. So the fact that there's a black guy and a Mexican guy and they're about to fight in Texas, you know, people are going to take sides. That's what we've seen throughout boxing history. You know, no different than if a Mexican guy is fighting a Puerto Rican guy. If you walk into a room and you're Puerto Rican and proud, and you don't know either guy on the screen, one has Puerto Rican trunks and the Puerto Rican flag by his name on the on-screen graphics, and another guy comes in and he's Mexican, you know, and then you see Mexican trunks and he's coming out to a ring walk to, you know, a Mexican band or something, you know, a lot of people see that and then they're gonna root for the person who looks and sounds closer to them. You know, it is what it is. So even though it's happening in Texas, I think Mikey's still gonna have a lot of fans. You know, I think he's gonna have a lot of fans because he's fought in Texas before, and there's a dense Hispanic Mexican population. So, you know, some people, maybe even if they like Errol Spence, they might even be split. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's a big fight. You know, last person to really fight there from boxing is Pacquiao that I can remember, you know, in any type of main event. So like Jerry Jones doesn't just open the AT&T Stadium for any fight. So I think this is going to be a big fight, and I think everyone involved realizes that. So fuck it, let's watch it. Let me know what you guys think. Spence, I also will give him full credit if he beats Mikey Garcia, and obviously vice versa. Mikey should be the underdog, so he's going to get full credit if he jumps up 2 weight classes. Because a lot of people keep saying the 2 weight classes, but Mikey has fought at 140 multiple times. So in actuality, he's moving up 1 weight class, if you really think about it. You know, because he's had recent fights. He fought Sergey Lipinets, you know, I think earlier this year at 140. You know, and then he dropped back down another 5 pounds for a unification with Robert Easter. And then now he's moving back up. So he's obviously showed the ability to flex his weight. I mean, same thing with like Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner, he fights at 140, but he's fought Adrian Granados at 147, Sean Porter at like a catch weight of 144, 145. He fought Maidana at 47. He fought Paulie Malignaggi. So, you know, it's not like out of the question. Now, Mikey Garcia hasn't been to 47 that I can remember, but he was 1 division below it, you know, earlier this year. So a lot of people keep making, oh, he's jumping up 2 weight divisions. Technically, that's true because his very, very last fight, but he fought 2 times this year, you know, and right before the Easter fight, he looked good versus Sergey Lipinets at 140. And he fought Broner at 140. And he fought Elias Rojas at 140. So, you know, to me, it's 1.5 to 1.5 of weight class jump. It's not like it's not like, you know, Oscar Valdez coming up from 126 to 140 or something, like, you know, where he's just doing the full jump and never fought higher than that, you know. So beyond that, Mikey's a gifted fighter. So I think it's a good fight. I think it's a big event. Let's see it. Let me know what you guys think. Errol Spence officially announces it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.